This is Joe Farinaccio, and welcome to our next lesson in square foot gardening. In this video, you're going to learn how to make what is known as Mel's Mix, which is one of the most important parts of the square foot gardening system. If you've already built your square foot garden box and want to turn it into a garden bed that can grow luscious vegetables, fruits, and other plants, then we're going to have to fill it with a special mix, which is often referred to as Mel's Mix. You can get the full scoop on how this mix came to be developed in Mel's all-new Square Foot Gardening book. Now, to make Mel's Mix, you're going to need 3 ingredients. It consists of 1/3 blended compost, 1/3 peat moss, and 1/3 of coarse grade vermiculite. These ingredients are widely available in many of the box stores across the country, and you can also often special order them at home and gardening stores all across the country and in North America in general. Now, when we say 1/3 here, we mean 1/3 in equal parts of volume, not weight. The important thing to note is that the weight of the 3 substances that make up Mel's Mix, including the size of the bags that they're sold in, will likely differ from one another. So focus on an equal 1/3 ratio among the ingredients in your soil mix. In order to mix them all together, just measure how much you need to fill up the garden box you're working in with approximately 6 inches of soil. An easy way to mix the ingredients together is to lay out a flat tarp onto the ground. By doing this, you won't need any shovels or other special tools whatsoever. All you have to do is pour out the first ingredient, which is compost, which has been pre-measured and preferably homemade, out onto the tarp. And then you can add the second ingredient, which would be peat moss. And then the third ingredient would be your vermiculite. Now, all 3 of these, of course, need to be blended together. So to do that, what you might do is have another person grab the opposite side of the tarp, and then with each of you holding opposite ends, one can alternately pick up the different ends so that the pile folds over upon itself, picking it up first on one side and then the other, and then going back and forth, picking up the tarp on each end so that the mix thoroughly blends together. Now, after doing this for a couple minutes, all 3 substances should be blended together enough so that you're ready to put them into the garden bed. What you can do is drag the tarp over to the bed and spray it with a little bit of water to keep any dust down that might result from dumping your new soil mixture into the bed, and then continue spraying until all of the mix is off the tarp and in your new bed. All you have to do at that point is smooth out the mix until it's nice and flat in your new square foot garden box. All you have to do in order to get ready to plant, after thoroughly moistening the mix, is add your square foot garden grid on top of the soil, and you're ready to start adding seeds. And that's about it. This is a quick and easy way to mix the 3 components together that make up the special mix in the square foot gardening system.